Hello, I'm Manny. Welcome to my All-Star Tower Defense tier list. I'm just going to give a summary of most of the characters I'm familiar with. So starting off with Bulma, she's literally just the cash machine. You use her to basically you need her in your squad if you're doing it for infinite. Maybe in wave mode too, like story, because she can help you with the later stages. I know I do that. And then you got Mihawk. This guy is he's very overpowered, but he costs quite a lot. To get his final upgrade costs 5,000, and uh his cost to play Scott is quite a lot as well. But he is very, very, very overpowered. His range is the highest in the whole game, and then yeah, he's very, very good. Next we got Erwin. Now he due to him infinite records were able to be broken, getting up to wave 50 plus because he increases damage by so much, and he's basically a necessity. He's good conditionally. He's good. Luffy, this guy is broken. He's pretty broken. He does cost quite a fair bit, but his damage output is really good. I think at level 1, we're looking at almost about 650 damage. I'm not too sure since I've leveled him up. And then here we've got Eren. He's been a unit in the game for quite a long time, but he's very, very, very good for ground troops. Uh, and then just get his all his upgrades are decent to be honest, and he doesn't cost too much apart from his final upgrade. Next we got Broly. His AOE is huge if you can get him to his final upgrade, and he does about 400 damage, I'd say, but very, very solid unit. Next, we got Megumin, and she has the ability to pretty much do a B-Tech version of Light and kill a bunch of units that pass her in a very huge area. I think it's about times 10 of whatever her base damage is. Next, we got Light. This guy is amazing and infinite for the reason that he can insta-kill, well, not insta kill, but almost insta kill pretty much every unit on the map. But he has a huge cooldown of 500 seconds, which is about 8 minutes and 40 or something like that. And he's good in infinite. Definitely don't use him in a story. Dio, he has time stop, bleed, and and Roadroller, which is very, very, very good. He does good damage, better than Jotaro because of the fact that he has bleed. Final form Frieza, I personally think is an underrated unit. Maybe not the best damage in the whole game, but AoE size is very, very good. Nezuko, if somebody's bleeding, she's gonna do tons of damage to them. That's basically Nezuko summed up. Jotaro, he does a very good he has very good damage output. He has time stop, which is very good. Then you got Whitebeard. Now Whitebeard is a summoner. I do understand that his summon doesn't do the most, but he is overall a pretty decent unit. Zenitsu, he has a lot of different upgrades. He has 6 upgrades, but he is able to do a lot of damage in every 1.5 seconds. So he is very, very. He's a solid unit. He has AOE as well. Um, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, he has AoE too. He's also a very, very good unit, but it's best off just going for Broly instead of him. But he does start off, he has AoE, I think, on his second upgrade. Do not quote me on that, I'm not too sure. Whis is good to just level up the base health of your tower. I mean, he's good for long games. I mean, if you're willing to wait out every round, you can kind of get a few extra upgrade, like tower health things from him, which is a nice strat. But that's if you have the time to go for a high wave play in infinite. Now, this is in order, by the way. All of these. We got Tanjiro here. He is able to do AoE with his. I think it's his final upgrade, but I haven't personally got Tanjiro, and I would say he's A tier because I wouldn't be able to compare him to Eren and stuff. I'm just gonna summarize all of these guys like really, really quickly. Okay, All Might, better version of 100% Deku. Very strong, just costs a little bit more. Kirito, he was S tier, but I think there's just better units in the game now, so he's not as good. Goldspeed Killua, he got nerfed, so he used to be S tier, but he's dropped down. He's still pretty high up in A tier though. Um, the rankings aren't 100%, but they're like an average kind of rank. Margin Vegeta, I don't think he has the biggest range, but his power output is good, and he has AoE as well. Kakashi Ultimate is decent. He doesn't have AoE, but his damage is okay for the low time per second. For seconds per attack. Chakra Naruto, he was my first 5-star, but he's pretty shit compared to like quite a lot of these people like here who you're trying to get. Toga just gives bleed, and I think a final upgrade gives her like 50 damage every 0.25 seconds, which is crazy. I don't know, 30 damage every 0.25 seconds. Then we got Ash, I think that's his name. I haven't actually watched One Piece, but um, well, I've seen like a bit of One Piece, but this guy is he's decent. I wouldn't say he's the best. We got Jinbei. I think that's his name too. Um, he he has AoE, but his AoE is quite small, so I wouldn't recommend him. Minato, he has I think yeah, he has his final upgrade is AoE, but I wouldn't say his damage is the most. He has good damage though, but I think they're just better units, you know, like I wouldn't compare him to Broly or him to Eren. Like that's why he's 18, he's not S tier. Kid Naruto, for a 3-star and for how much he cost, he is very, very good. He's easy to get, easy to yeah, he's just easy to get. So for what he's worth, he's decent. Pain just needs a buff because his the time for his or first the cost of him is quite a lot, and his Chibaku Tensei I would say is probably worth getting, but his Shinra Tensei is it's not the best. It's not the best AoE you're trying to look for. Kira, he's good to deal with groups. Um Hawks is just I think he just does first attacks, but there's definitely better units. Ichigo, he is. I think this is the air Ichigo. He's a decent air unit, but not the biggest range, and that's what you're looking for. So like, he's worse than Final Form Frieza. He's worse than Broly. He's worse than Super Saiyan 3 Goku. I mean, it's just better units and alternatives to Ichigo now gone. People have told me he's good, and as well as Rukia. I mean, Rukia is a 5-star, but I am just putting Gon on 80 based on what other people have told me. Uh, I'm not too familiar with him, but I am gonna put him on the 80 as well as Rukia. I know she has freeze or like slow down or something like that, but they're just 80, but they're not basically my accurate assumptions. We got Ryoko. He is a good AoE. He's a good 3-star. Genos, he's good for air. He's decent, and you got I'm having a brain fart. Can't remember his name, but I'm just remembering Nami because all right, yeah, he has AoE, which is decent. We got Mob. I don't think he has AoE, but he has decent damage. And we got Akatsuki Sasuke. He's decent, but I wouldn't say as good as like Ryoko because that AoE is quite nice every 1 second. Gara is good as well as like an air unit, a cliff unit, but there aren't really any good cliff units in the game at the moment, apart from Mihawk, who costs a lot. Broly, who's only good final upgrade, and maybe Super Saiyan 3 Goku, who's like decent kind of overall. Final Form Frieza also only good for his final upgrade, because that's when he unlocks AoE. Jonathan Joestar, he has small AoE, and pretty bad to be honest. He costs a fair amount too. Zoro, he has AoE for his final upgrade as well, and uh, these guys I wouldn't bother getting. Maybe Shikamaru for the stun, but for like what they're worth, it's not worth getting these guys. Just don't get them. You're mainly just trying to get A-star, A tier and above, to be honest, and try and get these guys. These guys are who you're looking for, right here. Alright, I guess that's my tier list, and I hope you do have a good day, and good luck with your 5 stars.